It's Shiipty and welcome back to the channel for another episode of Naomi. I am so excited to jump into her story and play with you guys today because we're officially in episode 2, which means drama, story, background, everything is on its way. And so I'm not going to hold you guys up any longer. Let's go ahead and jump into the Let's Play. Okay guys, so we are currently here in Sulani, as you all saw with the opener, and currently where Naomi is sitting. Naomi goes on her morning jogs just about every other day. They make her feel free and she just loves running. She loves the wind against her face and the pumping of her chest when she's running, and so it really is something that she enjoys doing. But Julia, on the other hand, she was exhausted from the plane ride and she was like, you are not going to get me to run on vacation. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to get me some sleep because we're going out tonight. But I did want to give a quick disclaimer. I know a lot of people were leaving in the comments that this reminds them of Stella and also Waiting to Exhale, and I would like to confirm that the beginning of the series is 100% inspired by both of those. I love Angela Bassett, and those movies, oh my gosh, they're so good, and I really wanted to take the introduction of that and create a series surrounding that. But after vacation, I would say that it's going to get a little different and it may not seem as similar anymore, but I do like to give credit where credit is due, and I did mention that they were inspired in the first teaser video, I think. So I did give credit, but I just wanted to confirm for anyone who is new to the channel. But now that I have all the talking out of the way, we're just going to go ahead and jump into where you guys saw Naomi leaving off. She was talking to this bartender here and she ordered herself a drink. Now, Naomi doesn't usually day drink, but she's like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm on vacation. I am going to come over here and have myself a drink. Now, it looks like she's embarrassing herself a little bit and she has had a little bit to drink, so she is drunk already. But I think that she's trying to drink away the pain because she has been thinking about Wade quite often, guys, and she had a pop-up that occurred. It keeps coming and going, but it says uncertain future, and it's basically because of her relationship with Wade. But she's been trying to stay busy. She's been texting her mom and everything like that. She told her she would video call her later, and she's currently asking the bartender if he recommends any local places here that she and her friend can go to because they're new. They've never been here before. But yeah, she's like, do you know anywhere I can go to have some fun tonight? And he's looking at her and he's really taken back how beautiful this woman is, but he's not going to say anything. But he's like, hey, you know, we have this really cool club. It's got a bar. You and your friend should check it out tonight. You guys could have some fun. And Naomi's like, okay, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And she thinks he's cute too, but she's not going to, you know, be forward like that. She's on vacation. She just met the guy, so she doesn't want to do too much. Is this Dominic? I swear, he's everywhere. I mean, he's fine though. He can do it. But we are going to go ahead and say thank you and say goodbye. So, I don't know, maybe affection, not hug. Is there anything that I can just say thank you with? Here we go. We can just brighten his day and just say, thank you. I appreciate the recommendation. Me and my friend are definitely going to check that out tonight. And, yeah, thank you again. He's like, oh, no problem. But I'm going to get Naomi to go ahead and head back to the rental because I want to show you guys the rental. And then I also said that I would have her call her mom and talk to her. So we have to go back and video chat with her. I think she's been a little worried about Naomi. And so, you know, we want to keep our mom up to date as to what's going on. Oh my gosh, Naomi drunk at 4. I love it. Alrighty guys, so we are back with Naomi at the rental, and she came home, she showered because she went for a run this morning, and she's currently on the phone with her mom. And guys, I just wanted to point out that I love that you all were recommending that Naomi go ahead and get a kind of alimony situation set up. It was what I was considering, definitely. I just didn't know the name of it, so thank you guys so much. So essentially, I would like to pretend that you all are the voice of reasoning. You all are her mother, and you are suggesting things. So if there's anything at any point during this Let's Play, and you're like, oh my gosh, my mom would definitely tell me that, or my father would definitely tell me that, or my family member would definitely tell me that, you guys go ahead and recommend it down below, and we can almost like implicate it into the story as if Naomi's parents are suggesting it, or maybe maybe her older brother is saying it. So if you guys feel like you definitely can give some feedback in that regards, please go ahead and go off in the comments. But Naomi's talking to her mom. You know, she's been expressing to her all the issues she's been having with, you know, just financially and dealing with weight and everything. And she did suggest to her daughter that she should try the alimony route. Now, this is not something that Naomi really considered. She didn't think that she would need to do something like that, but she's feeling inspired after her conversation with her mom. Oh my God, look at her dress. Isn't she so cute? But I do think that I should have her come in here and talk to her friend, you know, because maybe she's a little discouraged after that conversation. Like, I cannot believe that my mom really wants me to try to take him to court. But she's going to tell her best friend about the temporary separation, which we all know that Julia knows. That's why we're here, right? But she's going to come up to her and she's going to tell her, hey, my mom said that I should try to get an alimony check. And she's like, just bringing it up, you know, kind of has me in my feelings a little bit. And I'm kind of upset because I was with this man for so many years, and guys, her feelings are valid 100%. She was with him for so long, and so, you know, she's going to be upset from time to time. Now, Naomi just finished talking to her friend, and she doesn't want to take Wade to court. She just wishes things could be resolved a little bit more peaceful. But her friend did say, I'm so sorry to hear about your separation. These are difficult times, but in the end, it may be for the best, and all hope may not be lost. So the way I take this is her friend, because I could totally see Julia doing this. Julia is saying the best way to get over somebody is to get under someone else. And I don't suggest this, but you know, Julia is the type of friend who would say something like that. And she's like, you need to have fun. We're on vacation. Let loose. Find a cute guy. Hook up with the guy. And just get your worries of Wade out of your head, basically. And so I think that Julia's gonna ask Naomi, do you wanna go out? Like, do you wanna do anything? You know, so we're gonna ask her just some small talk type stuff and ask her about her day and say, did you see any places while you were out? Do you want to go somewhere? And Naomi's like, actually, I was talking to this bartender and he told me about this club that we could go to. And Julia's like, oh my God, say less. So do you want to go? Of course I want to go. Let me turn off the TV. Let's get dressed. So we're going to get the girls dressed and ready, and I'm so excited to take them out tonight. So we're here at the club, and Naomi ran into Manuel. She felt like somebody was staring at her from across the room, and when she turned around, someone was calling her name, and it was none other than Manuel. Now, Manuel was the bartender that she ran into this morning. He told her to come check out this club, and so she decided to come. Now, Julia, she's upstairs having her own fun. I checked on her, and she's perfectly fine. So just know that autonomy is doing its autonomy thing. But yeah, we're gonna hang out with Manuel and just talk to him. She's like, so I didn't know you'd be here. He's like, well, you're really cute. I had to invite you out and I didn't want to just be blunt and ask you. So yeah, I figured I'd invite you this way. I didn't know if you'd come or not. And hang on. So let's run with this because I've never ran with this before. But it says Naomi is under the impression that another sim has their gaze fixed directly upon her. With a glimmer in their eyes, it's plain to see that Manuel has an intense interest in Naomi. If Naomi tries to push things to a more intimate level, they may have a good chance at success. Is Naomi going to accept Manuel's advances? So guys, pause. Let's talk about this right quick. So he invited her out here. Indirectly, kind of, and he is now just kind of going for it. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna be honest, I invited you out here because you're really beautiful, and I was wondering if you were open to just having some fun. And Naomi's best friend told her earlier, to get over somebody, you gotta get under somebody new. So I think Naomi is going to accept his advances. Okay, it says Naomi has accepted Manuel's advances. He looks excited, anticipating the opportunity of experiencing a passionate moment with Naomi. She can do whatever she wants with him for the next few hours. Okay, so he's like, I'm yours for the night, basically. Now, Naomi doesn't want to just like, go buck wild right now because it's been a few years. Julia's been doing this nonstop. She's been into the game, but Naomi just recently got back in the game. So I think that maybe we could come over here and we could dance together, possibly, and have a good time. Let's start on the dance floor. And he is excited. He's like, okay, we can go slow. So yeah, guys, it's been a while for Naomi. We all know that her lifestyle used to be a little bit more active, and when she met Wade, she slowed down. And one of the reasons she'd slowed down is because she ended up pregnant. And so she wasn't just going to be out here, doing her thing. She was going to try to be the quote unquote wife he needed. And so she dedicated all of her life and her time to helping Wade. And, everything was good at first. So she wasn't really upset about it. But after years passed, things just started to dwindle. And now Naomi, she doesn't know how to be direct. And so we're going to have to beat around the bush with this guy tonight, but she does plan to take him back to her room. So Manuel noticed that Naomi was feeling a little tense, and so he decided to walk up to her and he's like, hey, I just want you to relax. You're beautiful, you're sexy, and just know I'm extremely attracted to you. And as soon as he complimented her and let her know how he felt and how he perceived her, guys, Naomi's confidence shot through the roof, and now she's feeling like Naomi 20 years ago. She cannot believe that this guy is just complimenting her the way that he is, and he's touching on her and he's kissing her, and she's just feeling like a new woman. And now Naomi is dancing with Manuel. She is having the time of her life. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and she is so carefree, having such a good time. Now, I do believe that this club is about to close for the night, so I think that we're going to wrap things up here, and we're going to head back to the rental. And it's kind of funny because Julia's just been giving her space. She didn't want to intervene or anything. Julia was having fun of her own with this guy here. As you guys see, he's leaving, and she just wanted her friend to come out of her element and not feel judged and just have the time of her life. And that's what she's been doing. But I do think that I'm going to have Julia come down here and interrupt and kind of introduce herself to this guy, because we need to know who our bestie is hanging out with, right? Julia is finally here and she's asking Naomi, so who is this that we have here? And Naomi's like, oh, this is the bartender from earlier. And yeah, we've just been down here dancing, having fun, and it's been great. Now Julia's like, okay, let me see. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting Manuel, but she's like, hey, so you've been down here hanging out with my friend? And he's like, oh yeah, Naomi, she's great. And Naomi just sat down, she's hanging out, she wants to see how this conversation is going and what Julia thinks of this guy. She's like, oh, he's great. He seems really cute. She doesn't have much to say, but she thinks that he seems like a good time. He's out here, he's partying with Naomi, and she's like, well, girl, it's getting kind of late. You ready to go home? She's like, are you gonna be okay if I bring him back? Julia's like, I would encourage that you bring this man back. So we're gonna head back to the rental, and hopefully Naomi can let loose a little bit. So guys, it's the morning after, and Naomi is just sitting here talking to Manuel. Manuel actually disclosed that he himself has just recently gotten out of a toxic relationship, and during this time he has been trying to figure out what it is that he wants, because he gave so much of himself to his ex that he forgot who he was, essentially. But Naomi has been telling him that she herself has also recently gotten out of a relationship, and she too lost who she was. But Manuel looks up with his pretty blue eyes and he says, please promise me that you'll also find yourself and what you like and what your body needs. And Naomi is just so grateful that she stepped out of her element last night and found this guy too, because she not only had fun last night, but she learned something. And she's like, thank you so much for that. And he's like, of course, I'm here for you. You can text me or call whenever you need to. But guys, I want you to take a look at this pop-up right here. Naomi and Emmanuel actually just became really good friends. And this is exactly what I wanted for them because honestly, they both just wanted to hook up. They didn't want to do anything super complicated or be in a relationship or anything like that. And through this whole hookup situation, she has made a new friend essentially. Now, I don't know how true their relationship will hold up and how long it'll last, but it's just really nice that she was able to bond with someone on this trip and talk to them regarding, the toxicity of the relationship that she was in prior. But Naomi came over here to escort Manuel out and she just wanted to tell him thank you one last time. And she's giving him a hug and he's telling her good luck with everything. And she says to him, you too. And guys, with that, Manuel is out the door and Naomi is gonna go in here and check on her best friend. It looks like she's in here prepping some breakfast. So she's gonna walk in and just give her an earful as to what went down last night and how things were and how amazing everything was. And I think that we could also probably join her cooking too and maybe help out a little bit. But Naomi's like, hey, Julie, you need help in the kitchen? Julie's like, no. But Naomi is grabbing her plate and it looks like Julia did a pretty okay job on her own, but we're going to sit down and eat some breakfast together. And yeah, let's just catch up about last night. We're going to discuss food flavors. First of all, we need to compliment her food because she is not one to cook and usually her food is not that good. But we're going to gossip and just talk about how things went down last night. She's going to be like, oh my gosh, I had so much fun. It was so crazy just not having anything connected to someone and just hooking up. And Julia's like, yeah, it's fun, right? Because like I said, guys, Julia has been doing this for a while and it's her lifestyle. She likes that lifestyle. And, they're just laughing and making jokes. She's like, well, it's good to have you back on the field. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that they got the close relationship. But she tried to ask her what she wanted to do today. The only reason she had that bad reaction is because Julia doesn't like small talk. So that's the only reason why. But I do want them to discuss, what we're going to get into today. Are we going to get massages at the spa? What would you like to do? And she's like, honestly, girl, I just want to go to the beach. Like, let's just go to the beach. And we definitely can. I think that would be a really good way to, have the day start is just go hang out by the beach and figure out exactly what we can get into. But yeah, we're gonna we're gonna clean up this house a little bit. She's feeling herself this morning. I love that. I love the boost of confidence that she just recently got from this hookup that she had. But yeah, we're gonna get the dishes cleaned up and I'd say we should get our swimsuits on and head down to the beach. We do have this access here to the waters, but I do just honestly want to go to like a beachfront, have them lay out and just relax and enjoy the day. We're here on the beautiful Sulani beach with Julia and Naomi and they're just sitting down talking, chit-chatting, and Naomi was thinking about something on the way over here. She was considering that she might want to get back into modeling. So we're going to talk about our dreams and just, express that she's been thinking about that. And I feel like Julia would be like, girl, just go for it. What do you mean you're thinking about it? You're hot. Like, do what you want. And Naomi's like, you think even at my age I can do it? And she's like, girl, did you see that man that hooked up with you last night? He was about 30 and he still was attracted to you. Yes, I think you could be a model. And I feel like at this point Julia would then suggest, what about that lady that you used to work for, the one that initially got you into modeling? Are you still in touch with her? You should probably reach out to her and maybe send her an email and see if you can get out and meet up with her. And Naomi's like, yeah, but it's been years since we talked and I don't know, it's been so long and could I really do that? But Julia's like, yeah, girl, just go ahead and do it. And Naomi looks in her phone, she still has her number, and so she's thinking about sending her a text and she's just encouraging her best friend, yeah, you should send her a text, you should reach out. The only thing stopping you from chasing your dream is yourself. And she's like, what if it doesn't go well? What if she's mad at me? She's like, it's gonna be fine. Just do it. And so with that courage, Naomi is going to type up this message and she is going to hit send. The only thing that she is trying to say is, hey, can we meet up soon? And she's like, see, it was easy. You did it. Naomi's like, yeah, I guess. But the relationship between her and Nikita is better. I think that with time, it got a little easier for Nikita to move past what Naomi did to Angelo. And we have to remember that Nikita and Angelo had this brother-sister relationship. So it was very much so expected for her to be protective over him. But we did it, and hopefully we'll hear back from Nikita soon, but we're not going to stress on it. Let's just go ahead and get in the waters. And before we wrap up this episode, you guys know how I like to do. I like to take pictures of my Sims. So I'm going to have Julia take a photo for Naomi so she can post this to social media. I'm thinking we should probably get like a really cute flirty pose. So let's take a look and see what it has to offer. Ooh, I kind of like this one. This is really cute. It shows off her swimsuit and she's definitely not having a care in the world. So we're going to take this picture. That way she can post that on social media. We definitely are still on the hunt to get underweight skin, and that's okay. We're just trying to have fun. And then of course we need one with our bestie as well. So we're going to take a selfie together. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love this. We're going to keep this for memory's sake. But guys, I am going to wrap up the episode here. I hope that you all enjoyed. I tried to make it as long as I possibly could. I'm unsure what the time frame is as I record them. So hopefully it was long, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to become a tugboat. I love you guys, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye, everyone.